Thank you all the eminent speakers, participants, and guests for joining the 5th edition of Distribution Utility Meet 2021. We are grateful for your support and presence. We thank the Ministry of Power, Government of India for their support. We thank all our host utilities, BSES Rajdhani Power Limited, BSES Yamuna Power Limited, CESE Limited, Tata Power DDL, BESCOM for the host utilities. As knowledge partners, we thank Electric Power Research Institute, NREL, FSR, and RTI International. And, but of course, Natural Gas Society. Amazon Web Services for powering as a partner for DUM 2021. Thank you for joining as innovation partners, Accenture and Genesis. We thank our exhibition partners, BSES Rajdhani Power Limited, BSES Yamuna Power Limited, Tata Power DDL, BESCOM, and Amazon Web Services. We thank all our Indian participating utilities for participating in Distribution Utility Meet 2021. Thank you. Thank you all the speakers, delegates, guests, and dignitaries for joining DUM 2021. Thank you, our event management partner, Experiential Events and Virtual MNC. I now request Mr. Reggie Kumar Pillai, President, ISGF, for the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all the people on the platform from around the globe. 2 days of virtual event this year again. Last year also we had to conduct them virtually. This year also virtually. Out of 5 editions, 2 gone virtual thanks to COVID. And we hope that our next edition of India Smart Utility Week in March will be physical, and we will be able to do that. So for DUM 2021, when we approach several dignitaries as speakers, several agencies as exhibitors, most of them said virtual event they had enough in the last 1.5 years of the pandemic. They all said, please do a physical event, we will come. And many of them said that last 5 or 6 programs where they had virtual exhibition booth, in 2 days, 3 days, not a single person visited. So it's by and large a waste of time. So we don't want to exhibit on a virtual platform. So I mean, this is a stark reality actually. People gone through this. Last year there was a novelty factor, and DUM we had more than a dozen exhibitors at DUM 2020. We had more than 30 exhibitors in India Smart Utility Week in March 21 when we did virtually. But after the second wave and more than a year of this virtual events, the interest has died down. Last year in June, when we did a side event of Asia Clean Energy Forum, conducted by Asian Development Bank. It was planned as a physical event in the second week of June 2020. Later, after the pandemic, it was converted into a virtual event. And our one side event, which was allotted to ISGF, we announced it as virtual. We had 1150 registrations, and it was a 1.5 hour session. Suppose had we done it as a physical event there would have been a room where maximum 50 or 70 people would have been physically participating. But when it became a virtual event last year in June, so much of interest for people. It was on blockchain applications for utilities. We could get speakers from around the globe, from 4 continents. People, speakers were there, and we had participants from around the globe. And there were more than 980 people throughout the session, and that 1.5 hour session went into almost 3 hours, well past midnight in Japan and Korea. People were still listening and asking questions. So that kind of a interest level now we don't find. Although ISGF platforms are very popular, we still get participants in 3 digits, big 3 digits, but in many of them big agencies, much bigger organizations than ISGF, when they conduct something virtually, they get 2-digit participation. So we can clearly see that the graph is coming down. So for them also, we had more than 800, 900 registrations. Yesterday at the inaugural and the first half, we had more than 300 people online on the platform. And afternoon, somewhere around 150 to 200. And today's, at some point in time, we had more than 250 people on the platform. Throughout the day, if we take the average, it was between 100 and 200. So we have decided that our next edition of ISUW will be physical in New Delhi from 2nd March to 4th March, and we hope people will be able to come, although we have a little fear about that in the ongoing fourth wave, fifth wave in parts of Europe. And today, Australia announced that they are going to have full lockdown until they vaccinate all the people by February. So there are some tremors here and there, but at the same time, we are hopeful that India would have completed vaccination of all adults at least with one dose by February, and children vaccination also will start, and booster dose for elderly will also start very soon. So which will give more confidence for people to come physically. And we have already blocked the same venue which has where we conducted the 2020 ISUW very successfully in Connaught Place at the Lilith Hotel. So 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of March, we will be conducting ISGF India Smart Utility Week 2022 and the ISGF Innovation Awards. And we look forward to seeing you all physically in March. We will go coming to the DAM 2022, again a physical event. The dates are 17 and 18 November 2022. To some of our colleagues from Punjab and other parts who today is a holiday, which unfortunately last year when we declared the date, I didn't know about it. So apologies for that. On a good purpose we have conducted, but we have fairly good participation. So 17, 18 November 2022, we will host DAM 2022 in New Delhi, and look forward to again seeing all of you, and have not enough words to thank all the participants, all the dignitaries and the speakers and the supporting associations who participated in DAM 2021. Look forward to seeing you all physically in March and again in November. Thank you very much. Stay safe. God bless. Bye.